information about the Funimation crew as a whole. So if you haven't, learned by now, Lily, I have been working, with various celebrities. The Funimation has been larger, than it's ever been, but it's also, freaking not at its fullest, consistency in terms of, capacity, shifting, it's very on point, and it's very consistent when it comes of, staff interaction, but it's been very having not unnecessary beef, but unnecessary moves and transactions due to Christopher Sabat and Sean Schummel. So if you don't know, what's happening is we've been trying to give the ARL a second chance for a long time, and I was trying to make it professional since I didn't have it on paper yet, so we've been having a conflict, so that's why they confirm Spookers and Hooters, in case Funimation is, doing something iffy because of, Sean's personal habits. Literally fucking, I can still make my way and shit like that. So literally what has been happening is literally we've been having to deal with, fucking really, batshit crazy shit. That's why you keep on seeing the fucking Drip Fighter Zima, with the fucking Tandro doing the same shit. It's fucking insane because of why the fuck is this shit happening, because you have to understand, literally, now we have literally every single ethnicity in Funimation. Now we have like literally, it's more educated, it's more precise, everything is fucking on point, it's like we're fucking lazy as shit. Well, it's a very fucking smooth and like interactive process, It's located in LA where marijuana is legal, so we're allowed to, actually, this is personal information, there's a filter for my videos not over 18, so, we're allowed to be adults, we're allowed to smoke, fucking grass cigarettes and fucking on our break time at Funimation. We're allowed to have fun at Funimation because our work is very vigorous. We go through advanced training in order to, proceed, with certain operations, concurrent formations. We do a lot of, like, comparing and contrasting, but what stops us from actually, us watching episode by episode, actually breaking down series as a whole before we go on set, like I'm fucking hating this shit right now. Like, we're playing for fucking movies and shit, and we don't even have, the fucking the real good buyer in the building yet. Fucking what's happening is we're fucking talking to fucking droids and fucking projection fucking screens and shit, fucking trying to pull things to fucking get it. I'm like, dude, are you really expecting this? It's because we're allowing ourselves to be this flexible and understanding. It's why nerds keep on abusing the situation. That's why they keep on making other shit for me, because this shit is fucking ridiculous. But we have a lot of work ethic. It's not just what I put in. They have a lot of good shit that they do themselves off screen that they're waiting for me. I'm like, dude, this whole fucking Michael Jackson fucking, really fucking is really fucking treacherous. And that's the whole reason why this shit is ass. Everything was A1, but there's so much unnecessary shit, and Son is having mental breakdowns because of how well I'm able to put this shit together, and I'm not even fucking, doing fucking, like, literally shit half the time. So what's been happening is fucking, I've been, literally helping the crew out, like, with certain ideas and aspects. They've been doing their own writing, but I have to put my own input when it comes to specific training. I'm training the crew for Funimation, temporarily right now. So when he pulls this fucking somersault, it's like, hold up, I want the air route across the other side. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Sean? Literally, fucking Troy's battle with shit like that, and I try to break it down realistically. I'm like, dude, you can't expect these fucking spoiled brats to fucking compile this. They're gonna want pussy first thing, they're gonna want this, they're gonna feel entitled. You don't know how fucking disrespectful they get away with this shit, a lot of this shit. They're gonna take advantage of every little credit of this shit having to do with fucking fame and everything that's like, obviously their fame is what they're gonna do if you don't let us in right away with their princess fucking candy. You don't fucking stand. And the crazy thing about fucking this is literally, he kept on trying because of the potential. He's like, come on, man. But then I'm like, you make somebody explode over and over and over again, and you expect them to work for you. You are out there. You are fucking insane. See, he's not your bond's girlfriend, Sean. Like, literally, I kept on trying to tell him, it's fucking out there. Now, all crazy people out there, motherfucking, why does that need to be known? And even if it is known, I grew up in a fucking life where you can get past that. Like, I fucking watched a movie where this grown-ass fucking man literally got a little fucking black girl fucking in a room, literally. He was like, Daddy has a surprise for you. Fucking literally, the room got dark and shit. And he instantly penetrated a 2-year-old black girl when I was younger. I watched shit like that. Literally, there are circles like that in this fucking world. But that doesn't mean you can't fucking move on. Literally, you have to understand, that's fucking terrifying. And knowing that why that exists is why you have to hold on to what you have. Well, if you introduce me to junior high and you make something consistent, like if you're slapping a girl's ass over and over again, or you're doing something to just show off, if you fucking use an accent like I can do, doing fucking working with a disability and shit over and over again, but I can do just enough for understanding people that this is fucking bullshit, and then there's no reason to stay in school, there's no reason to stay fucking motivated, and I finally fixed the fucking community, and you want to keep their judgmental ass fucking blaming them. Well, it's because we don't face that is why we're a coward, but why we get the best friends being a coward by playing Final Fantasy and Super Smash Bros. You don't know what lore is. You only hold on to fucking Naruto. You actually watch fillers, Riz. Ah ha 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 ha. You come at me like this shit was never cool in the fucking West. You come at me like it specifically has to be treated like the way it is in Japan. You must respect the lore. You must respect the symbolism. You must respect this and that. So I can't live a normal fucking life. So I can only be focused on symbolism and nothing else. It's the same reason why I love the old Dragon Ball OST. It's the same reason why I can get girls, buddy. Literally, it's called common sense. It's called moving on to learn from your mistakes. Not being allowed to do the same thing over and over again. That's because I entered a specific club. So Sean and Chris were trying their best to try to get the arrow to live their fullest potential after they went to fucking multiple mental and physical injuries over and over and over again. Like Lily, they've imprinted too fucking much. And Lily, I'm trying to tell you, like Lily, I imprinted them specifically so they can die, Sean. Lily, when I roast them over and over again, if you don't get confirmation like Lelouch and you stay talking shit like Stone and fucking Troy and like Black and Chaos, then you're gonna fucking die. I'm sorry, fucking that's literally fucking confirmed that Funimation. You don't understand what the fuck this means. When I imprint you, when I literally leave a ghost to you, I roast you to the point where you can't live anymore, to the point where you have to think about that roast no matter what you fucking go through, no matter if you reach your goal, that ghost is gonna be there. I want them to die, Sean. You have to understand, like Lily, been killing for self-defense for at least 2 years now, and you have to understand the hero is somebody who would not be trusted. They know that I can dodge the bullet, but they would use it to the fullest extent if I still live the lifestyle of living still. Change specifically so it won't be like them, and they live a lifestyle that forces them not to change by allowing them to always have something to come back to, always have an angle in society. And he kept on giving that angle way over and over and over again because he kept on trying to do the impossible. I'm like, I'm sorry, Sean, this is impossible. The problem what's been going on recently though, besides that, is literally the social misunderstanding not of the anime community, but really we've been having personal beefs at Funimation due to people having different opinions, not just how to deal with the anime fan situation, but how to deal with ourselves as well, because Sean was allowing bullshit to happen. Like we had to keep on talking to the former members of the Arrow over and over again. So only people who are confirmed to come to the other side are Sabo and Philly Boy, Garbo, Leo, and I think maybe Mo, and Steezo. The issue with the pandemic is literally we let them stay in the studio over and over again, where I kept on telling fucking Sean and shit like that. So what's going to happen is this, literally, what's even worse now is literally, let me tell you something, I kept on telling Sean and everybody else, like literally fucking to use Dark Game, we can't stay in the studio, because here's what you do the first day of Funimation. Chris and Sean were trying to teach them how to talk to the Crippen blood in order to understand where they were coming from. So they told them how to show words in order to simplify sentences, but they ended up using my shit anyway, because they understood why that was repetitive. They understood why it was stupid first thing, but he did in order for them to recognize it. He taught them how to sound like them in order to see where they're coming at and why it's not shit, but why you can get a lot from it. You get like that. You get what I'm saying? And so what ended up happening is I'm all like, first you learn how to sound like a Crippen blood, not act like one, sound like one, and then fucking like literally you fucking you watch Dark Game. You watch Dark Game and then you fucking learn how to fucking talk like a Crippen blood. And that's how you get introduced to Funimation nowadays. But Dark Game, that's a really good combination, because Dark Game is civilized and that shit is for comedy. So he taught them how to sound like a gangster for comedy, so it's pretty legitimate, but we have to keep it out of the war, because that is harmless until they let the air roll in. When they let the air roll in, it was over. Now with these multi-dimensional conversations literally everywhere, it was fucking funny as fuck. Did you know that my cousin Chip literally made Alvaro fucking watch an episode literally of fucking Curse and Galley Dog for fucking Cassandra? He forced fucking him to watch an episode of Fry My Girl Yoga Pants, or Alvaro is fucking fantastic 100 out of 100, and he ended up having to slap her ass because they forced him to look in front of it, and then they look at Sean like, you expect him to deal with this inhuman shit? Like literally, it was fucking crazy. Like they fucking literally set a fucking example and shit. Literally, I didn't know what the fuck you did for. It's like, literally, why the fuck you doing it to Berto? Like, what the fuck, man? And they ended up throwing him to the side the same example. Then he fucking uncuffed Alberto immediately. And I'm like, what the fuck was that for? Like, literally, it was fucking crazy. Like, literally, it was insane. And literally, because we kept on making mistakes for that, it's like literally it's fucking insane. So literally fucking what happened is fucking I tried to tell Funimation, I'm like, Chris, John, if we try to play a gangster studio, I want them to separate from the building for one day, so when the gangsters do attack the building and try and take the fucking exclusive pieces of the fucking manga and shit, the fucking security guards, that they won't catch them. Are you fucking serious, Chris? And then literally, not only that I did that, I told them I want them to go to the malls and stuff. I want them to have off days for Funimation. I want them to go back to their presses Airbnbs and go practice Dark Game at the mall. But guess what? She should let it be known that that's one of the fucking strategies. Now they have to fucking get the gangsters on the mall and shit. Now they have to go through security on top of security when they go to the mall now. Now we can't do dark game at the mall with fucking ease. I'm done. It was fucking horrible. Unnecessary shit on top of unnecessary shit on top of unnecessary shit. And literally fucking he got slapped for doing that shit. He got slapped for fucking Sean and Chris got slapped for Lily. Freaking Lily. Like you brushed through all this shit. Did he really have to explain it? Did he really have to explain it? And God, man, this shit is insane because fucking Lily, we've had to deal with this shit over and over again, and because I know what it feels like to fucking go through superhuman shit, but I know it's unnecessary, but I know that's a part of being a dad. A dad is a fucking superhuman. Look at Chumley's dad. I'm trying to tell you, dude. A dad is the highest form of a human. That means he's the most multi-dimensional where it comes to this and that. Strahd is the most dimensional human where it comes to fucking fighting. I'm like, dude, you can't have the drunk dad mentality where it comes to everything. I do have exclusive footage of Sean confessing to the world that he was partially autistic and Lily that he had mom issues in an exclusive Crunchyroll interview. I do literally freaking have that exclusive footage. But at the same time, Lily freaking, I never exposed him because I trusted Goku right then and there. And Lily freaking, it hurt because I was just doing my Mackin days. That was after I got all those women at Fan Made. That was the exact same year, true. That's where I met Junior and then I met Sean the next day. It was crazy. I do have other footage of him live. If you go check out my Constant Conventions playlist, I have footage, live footage of Sean. And anyway, the street life works like this. Like Lily fucking, you can tell Sean and Chris, oh Lily fucking, I've dealt with this person and that person. I'm like, the arrow is different. All you want is fucking, you can tell them the arrow is different all you want because they're trained in the highest form of the game. What does a game member do? Attack the hole and make it expand. So Lily, fucking, they're wondering which hole it is. They're trying to get him out of the studio, but they also know the arrow's connected to the fucking gang. So he tried to fucking let them know, fucking Lily, what hole is it? Look, he couldn't be possibly looking for that hole. Fucking that hole, I'm like, dude, you don't understand. You're facing a drunken monkey when you face the arrow. Lily, he's got hit you in some area, but you know how to fucking fight. I kept on telling you, they don't know what they're doing, but they always hit level 1. But he's like, what are they looking for exactly? There has to be some type of sequence that they're waiting for, because Sean knows every fucking sequence in the book. And I'm like, instead of waiting for a fucking sequence, get these guys in the fucking studio. I'm like, if you do want them to rap properly, keep them distant from the fucking studio. Lily, have them have their own Airbnb, and Lily have their own private cell, and say, I want to work with you. Give them some Asian woman over fucking night, Lily. Give them some fucking motivation, right? And then maybe we can get them in the studio. You're not doing this properly, even if you do want to help them. What the fuck do you want? And then they came to another thing. I want your person to have something at your expense, so you don't go around the bridge, so you don't cross the bridge with no pain. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, Sean, I'm doing this because I'm not a bonehead like fucking you. I've already dealt with the pain. That's because fucking Lily, I didn't fucking Lily. Start off with the after image when I faced the gang. Doesn't mean I didn't go through mental struggle. Lily, fucking Lily, he's judged by fucking Lily, the inhuman shit that he had to deal with, and the fucking, you know, mental stress that he had to deal with, because they were around his level when he had the same process happen. Wanted to, you know, have something to humble me, so I won't just be fucking cosplayers all day, so I won't be fucking rich all the fucking time. I'm like, dude, I'm already, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you not know what I'm known for? Are you fucking crazy? I'm Mr. fucking T with TEA. Are you fucking kidding me? Because I kept on Lily, he kept on trying to push it, the fact that Lily, I was more fucking book sport than street sports, so street sport are a fucking problem because I knew how to fight. And Lily fucking, and plus they're run by pride anyway, so fucking he had to do something to challenge me. That's why he kept on having me make non-special after non-special after non-special. I'm like, why? Because the shit with Stone wasn't enough. The shit with the gang wasn't good enough because I was dominating too easily. I was like, you can't literally discard all the pain I fucking went through. Look at how much literally my family took it away from me. That fat girl took my career away from you. Literally, before I could even make it to fucking fame, my fat girl took my career away from me. Do you fucking understand? And you got to live your career over and over and over again. And you even get to advance your career for Lily doing something that your career wasn't fucking known for in my new style with Naruto. I'm fucking done. You have a revelation opportunity to say that you're a wise man and not just a fucking monkey and shit, and you fucking up with fucking Stone? Literally, I'm telling you, fucking the individual problems that was happening at Funimation because they've all been cooperating, but I kept on telling you they need to practice fucking dark game outside, they need to do this and that. They're not getting anywhere if they fucking keep things at the same pace. And the more he kept on, you know, pushing for some things to have at my expense, is that things having the same pace was going on. Is literally we're having a big ass revelation at Funimation because something really serious happened within the last 2 weeks, and literally regarding me and Brianna. What's been happening is literally I've been showing Chris and Sean episodes of actual anime that have nothing to do with Dragon Ball, like episodes of Black Clover, miscellaneous episodes of Naruto, in order for you to understand the fighting style of Nas, to let you know it's not just, just kung fu with no fucking strategy and shit. So what we have to understand is, there comes a certain time in a man's life where a man decides to rape instead of actually have consent, because they recognize how easy it is to get consent from women due to my side chick tutorials. They recognize how easy it gets, so you need an extra drill. So it's not this woman, I have to feel like James Bond too. And Christian Sean got that level where no woman can't fucking excite him anymore. Well, I also know there's a catch-22 to that, buddy. The whole reason why I got to geekdom in general is because literally, when I got to that level when woman didn't fucking stimulate me intellectually, I decided to fucking focus on art. I took all my fucking rage and put it into art. I felt like you did the same thing, Sean, because I thought that's the exact reason why you like writing, is because women are challenging. I don't think, Lily, I thought rape is something you do to prove a point, not something you do for medicine, Lily. That's the whole reason why I was excited to work with him, is because he knows that. And Lily fucking, besides that, I'm like, okay, well that's fucking Barry Dad's business, and that's not my business. It's fucking Lily. I kept on viewing you like that. I'm like, Lily, as long as he doesn't make it at my expense, it's fucking cool, and everything was cool until he let Stone like, oh come on, there has to be something there. But then he did something at my expense, it was fucking calculated, because he's really, really nice 9 times out of 10. He's like, I'm thinking about something, you have this shit way too easy. It's fucking challenging on the outside, but I know you personally. I have to get that you personally, because this is fucking killing me inside, because I know they're not willing to fucking do what it takes to challenge you, so I have to be the one to challenge you. A great fucking thing, if I was a little fucking kid, forgetting that I'm dodging serious fucking shit. Like Lily, you understand that it's such a low difficulty, so you almost make it to a point where you want the bullet landing. Lily, what the fuck, Lily? Fucking what the fuck you want to do? Fucking up their power levels or trade 5% and make it out my expense? What the fuck is wrong with you? It got down to the time where we literally watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episode of Possessed Jesse versus Zane. That excessive strategy and everything that Chris didn't do in prison, everything that he didn't do in the fight, and everything he didn't do in life in order to get information hit him, and so it's destroying him that I'm the actual civilized person. You know what Gangsta's philosophy is? The government ain't shit, and the government is run by sick fucking wrong people who literally fucking claim that there's the balance of life, but secretly knew they had to be Crippin' Bloods in order to get into their fucking territory, and they kept on trying to prove their point over and over and over again, but I proved them wrong, and that was exactly what the ARL's angle was. Literally, you're sick in the fucking heads, that's why you're turned against the ARL. But that's why I kept on smacking them over and over again. I'm like, oh no, you're not getting through this line. You're not getting through this line. I make a plan? Fuck that. Nigga, fuck your mom too. Not like a wild fucker or anything. Oh no, fuck your sister too, but she's not existent. That's why you jack off all day. Oh, Lily, you ain't getting past the Funimation line at all. Oh, you're in that, nigga. You're in that, nigga. And that's all how they do to beat you, nigga. Oh, that's how they do to beat you, nigga. Beat you like DDR, nigga. Come on, nigga. Ain't no way I was letting Stone pass that line. Ain't no fucking way. I was doing that the entire time Sean wanted me to do something at my expense. Literally. They were the only ones in a position to challenge me to say that we were in the same boat, and I'm making excuses for myself, and I'm literally, no, I'm fucking done. Literally, it was fucking horrible. Literally, he got everybody used to it fucking too, literally. And literally, I tried to make this fucking, this new way of fucking living pure, and you're fucking infecting it by forcing us to use game. Literally, I'm done. Literally, we know it's better to be a nice person. You're forcing us to think the ways are good because you have people who would take advantage of education to fully evaluate, and so you're allowing us to evaluate when they're fucking around, and you using their suffering, their consequences fucking around in order to make us expense. Literally, we can't pay their fucking parents for something. They have to think of their fucking own. We're done. So from watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episode and literally going as hard as we fucking did, literally fucking it all hit Chris and John, and so me and Brianna are having a kid, and our kid's name is going to be Zane. And it horrified Chris. Everything you tried to say about the government, about officials, it's no such thing as living their normal life got destroyed that night with me and Brianna. I'm done. This is way too much. I put in way too much research. Like Lily, how much more do you know about Butch Hartman, Chris? Lily, do you even know who Butch Hartman is, Chris? Hey, Lily. For the level at your career, you should know who the fuck Masashi Kishimoto is by now. Lily, you know who Akira Toriyama is? That's fucking nigga shit. Oh, you know who the fucking creator of Dragon Ball Z is in fucking Japan, but you don't know the creator of the fucking one that's born in this fucking current generation. So that's why you get away with fucking Rose getting drunk and shit like that one time in Dimension W. That one episode of Dimension W, you were fucking drunk. I can tell, Chris, I'm done. It's not this Funimation. It's literally I revealed to everybody else why you need to have literally a fine wife or understanding wife. Literally, it's fucking destroying the Lily. Yes, you do have to weigh out your fucking options in life. I'm sorry, you're fucking Lily. It doesn't fucking matter because we know it's better than we were a pure girl anyway. But they're making them recognize game by how much you're forcing freaking people like your voice actor Captain Kuro and think about his wife, Lily, comparing fucking Captain Kuro's wife to all the fucking girls that I have through cosplay and shit is fucking horrible. And then they're fucking nice like me, and that's what fucking keeps them fucking afloat and shit. And that's what keeps them understanding. And you're forcing them to fucking recognize why this world is so fucking cruel and why people shouldn't adapt it by allowing. In conclusion, it's not just Christopher Sabat and Sean Simmer per se, it's everybody's personal issues that aren't being met at Funimation because we keep on delaying instead of actually, 100% confirming. And like literally, and they're doing that for a reason. Like Sean's like, yo, don't make a video right now, don't do this right now, literally have some room. That there has to be some way to fucking literally try to like make it interesting. There has to be some way to try to like communicate with them. We were like, no, and they're scheduled to be executed for 25 for life.